kids, girls, ladies, women, all of you. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to survive a wrist grab. Again, I think it's time for you guys to go through all the previous episodes and back to the New Year episode on Siri and body ergonomics and all that. I won't explain all that again in the last 3 episodes. I've been talking about all of these things. So I think you need to go back and then come forward. There is no point in you trying to practice this technique without that information, without imbibing that knowledge. That is prime to survive. That is what martial art for women is all about, or for girls, for kids, whatever. Without that, this is just a technique which is meaningless, because no fight really happens the way I'm going to show it to you. It could happen, but it's not something you can plan and say, oh, so if somebody grabs my wrist, because you don't know how a guy grabs, how strong he is, his body posture at that time. So I'll try to show you in this the variations, etc. And then I'll ask one of my students to try and see if it works for her. This situation is when somebody grabs your hand, left or right, I'll show you, across. So now you'll be wondering, what if he grabs it this way? Or what if he grabs with 2 hands? These are all, for everything there's a technique. But if you go through all my episodes and body ergonomics, Siri and chi flow and everything else, and AAA and CCC, if you go through all of that, then you'll realize that it really doesn't matter what the opponent does. Your body will react and do all that it has to do. It's like a computer program, rather than you thinking, because you thinking and executing a technique, in my opinion, and surviving a situation of assault, molestation, rape is very, very difficult. It's very violent, very hard, very painful, and very difficult to survive such situations if it's by technique. But if you inculcate all of this and imbibe all of this into your system, into your thinking, into your way of life, only then it's possible. So let's not worry about left hand, right hand. What if he does this? And what if when he's grabbing, when I'm doing the technique, what if he kicks in between? I mean, you'll have a million questions. So for that, I would think that you should go through the whole Chi Ski channel, and then probably all your questions in one episode or the other is answered for sure. So yeah, so here goes. So for now, it's this. So here's a guy who's locking your hand. Now, my opinion is, irrespective of how hard, how strong he is, you can survive if you understand the ergonomics behind it. So he's holding strong, and your palm is probably immobilized because of his strength. And then what you do is you let this go. You forget that you have this part of your hand, the forearm. You only have your elbow now. So what you do is you try and strike his wrist with your elbow. You can't do hand movements, because you'll be telegraphing things, and by the time you get out, he would have moved into the next technique. So you need to use your body, you need to understand ergonomics, chi should flow, all this should happen at one instance. So here, if I'm going to use my elbow, I can step back, step forward, or I can do it where I am, as long as I'm using my whole body. So I'm going to show you all 3. So if I'm as I am stationary, all I'm going to do is turn. So the power comes from my whole body, right from my toes, through the calf and the knees and thighs, stomach, the chi, the back, hands, everything. All of it circles from inside. Hold strong. All of it circles from inside. So it's difficult for anybody to hold. So if I'm doing this, so for you, when it comes to self-defense, my take is that survive and leave. You're not going to stand and fight and cause damage and all that, unless the situation so desires. Otherwise you don't unnecessarily get into things which are not required. So he's grabbed you. Probably you have a laptop in your hand, a bag in your hand, maybe a wallet or something, clutch purse probably. Anyway, so your whole body moves in through the hand. So whole body is connected into the hand. Now from here, the easiest thing to do for me is just to let the hand go, release the hand, let the hand go. Again, the whole body is in application. So release the hand in application. So here's 1. So it's 1 and 2. And as soon as I finish 2, I want to get away. I don't want to stand here. So I'm going to get my distance. The best thing for me would be to use a kick. It's not necessary that you have to use a kick. So you do this, probably you can punch, and you can probably walk away. Anyways, so I'm showing you 1, 2, and 3, and you walk away. And just go away. You don't be there. So when you do 3, this needs a little bit of martial art. This needs body ergonomics. The first part is body ergonomics. The second is chi, force from chi, whole body, extension of the body. You know, when I say extension, look, this is my actual hand distance. But if I'm here, I'm a step back, it's my hand distance. I've come back some more, it's my hand distance. I moved back some more, still my hand distance. I moved back some more, still my hand distance. You see, this is called extension of this whole spirit of chi, extension. So I've released, extended. I want to move away, so I don't want to go into him, which is why I'm turning. But whilst I'm turning my hip, I'm going to use this momentum to the circle, the inner circle of the body. I'm going to use that to kick. And then I'm going to walk away. This could also happen. This could also happen with various ways. Now, if you have to be stronger, if you're not able to do this, you can step back. So when you step back, this circle, the body circles. So you get the momentum from here. It's the same now. Now, if you have a problem with time and distance, so you need to see my episodes on time and distance too, and principles of martial art, and there's so many things that you have to see there. Anyways, so here, if I'm going back in a cycle, the same cycle extends my extension. So this body extension followed by the kick. Okay. So it's control. I'm not going to hit him. So I'm doing this, back and the kick. You see, I'm not even touching him actually. So it's control. But when you understand chi, even if you touch very gently, the force, you know, it moves, the chi moves, and you see, it's very, very hard, very powerful. It takes many decades of Tai Chi. All good masters, teachers understand this, and they all have this power. All good martial artists in the world have this power. I'm not unique in any way in that, but all martial artists have chi. Chi is a way of life for a good martial artist. Anyways, so coming back to this here. So now, if your time and distance is not proper, now even if I'm here, if I have to reach him, I will, because I'll adjust my distance mentally, and I know I can reach him there. So wherever I am, even if I'm very close, this close, I can still kick him. It doesn't matter how close I am. I'm here, I can still kick him. I'm kicking him from hand distance, if you see. I'm here. I'm doing a back kick. So I've released my hands. Here, I've done this. There's my kick. So it's from anywhere I can do a kick which is meant to be actually done from a long distance. So the other way would be to move into the opponent. If you have force, if this is a problem for you, or maybe there's no place at the back, there's somebody standing behind. Now you go in, very close, jaw distance, bang, bang, you have 2, and then you have your kick 3. And so all of this is one technique. So I can go on now showing you 100 applications for the same technique, for the same lock. So now you can expand it to left hand, right hand. It doesn't matter because it's the same. If I now use the same ergonomics, same twist here, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter at all. It's all the same. Inward. So if I'm using it inward to get it or get away. So it's not the point right now. So let's come back to this anyway. So here's the technique. The technique is immobilize the part that is held strongly, squeeze hard. So you can't move as a girl. You're not able to move. So you don't need to. You start at the elbow. Either move forward, back, or where you are, depending on your understanding of requirement and power and speed and chi flow. And if you can do close or whatever, so you close, moving away, simultaneously kicking. All in one, and you escape. You will go away. So if you deliver a kick with the chi flow, so when I say chi flow, the kick, the whole body flows into the kick. So it goes like, it's like that. I'm not going to hit, don't stand, don't worry. So I'm just going to go, it's all going from back. So the force is like, it's like if I'm striking here, it's that, you see the whole chi is flowing. It's that force. So you deliver the kick, chi flow, and then you walk away.
Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. And do not forget to click on the bell icon so that you never miss any of the exciting videos from Chi is Key.